My cherished child right now. There is a spiritual dynamic occurring all around you, yet it remains hidden from your natural sight. You might believe you're just sitting in a familiar space, but the heavenly realm is vibrating with prayers and silent yearnings directed at your soul. I do not wish for you to navigate this world like the blind in broad daylight, nor do I want you to succumb to the illusions of safety that gradually weaken your faith. That's the reason I address you today, not out of fear, but to awaken and fortify you. For I understand that your heart harbors dormant aspirations, dreams that once ignited your spirit, now diminished to flickers and unspoken tears. I come to rekindle those dreams once more, like the wind can stir calm waters, or flames can breathe life back into ashes. Do not assume my divine presence is meant solely for saints or those claiming visions. The reality is that you too are enveloped in love and protection from above. As you move through bustling streets, an unseen force shields you from unforeseen dangers. During your restful nights, a powerful presence guards your spirit from the shadows wishing to confine you. Psalm 91 states, "He will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." This is not merely poetic, but a living assurance that remains active even now. Your eyes might not perceive it, but this protection is tangible and signifies that your life possesses a value far beyond your comprehension. I am aware of your struggles. If divine safeguarding is genuine, then why do you still face pain, stumble, and experience disappointment? Pay close attention, for the response lies not in dry logic, but within the wisdom of love. The heavenly hand does not promise the elimination of every hardship, but assures that not a single tear goes to waste. Every fall has an opportunity for heavenly strength to turn it into a lesson, a hurt into a testimony, and darkness into a stage for brighter light. Just as a seed must break apart before it can grow, you too must endure trials so the strength within you can emerge. Embrace your weaknesses, for in your weakness, my power becomes perfect. You are never isolated in this struggle. Every step you take is overseen by unfailing love. Reflect on the instances when you thought you couldn't proceed yet. You stood back up. That was not mere coincidence. It was a sign of my silent presence lifting you. You might have believed your endurance was the result of sheer will, but without strength from above, could you have weathered those darkest nights? I want you to recognize this truth. You hold significance in heaven's eyes. You are chosen, seen, and loved with unconditional affection. While the world assesses you through your accomplishments, possessions, or status, I see you through the inherent value of your soul, a treasure that cannot be bought or replaced. You are part of a grand plan, and your life is not a mere coincidence. You may feel as though such promises are too distant, blurred by the weight of daily life. Yet it is precisely in that fatigue that my love becomes clearer. Take a moment to remember the simple joys, a stranger's smile, a timely kindness, a glimpse of hope when despair looms large. These are reminders that you have never been forsaken. What might appear trivial are the gentle whispers from heaven, reaffirming how valuable your life truly is. Open your heart, and you will discover that each day is woven with threads of divine intervention, creating a beautiful tapestry that may not yet be visible to you. My child, do not deny the reality that you are enveloped in unfading love. As long as you draw breath, your purpose endures. If you can still hear these words, then your journey is incomplete. If a longing to live, love, and hope remains, that is heaven's gentle call, assuring you that I will never let you go. My dear child, I understand your heart often questions why you still feel alone, even with the assurance of heaven's guard. I want you to realize that emotions do not always mirror reality. There are days when clouds obscure the sky, but the sun still shines behind them. Likewise, my divine presence envelops your existence, even if your soul cannot perceive it. What matters is that you learn to see through faith rather than merely through your limited senses. Scripture reminds us that we walk by faith, not by sight. Faith is the key that allows you to recognize my unseen hand, to understand that in every minor moment you are supported by everlasting love. You have often wondered why, if protection exists, you have experienced the scars of the past and the bitterness of failure. But my child, I want you to see it from another perspective. Those very scars have fortified your resilience. Those dark nights have intensified your yearning for the light. If you had never stumbled, how would you discover the strength to rise again? If you had never tasted loneliness, how could you appreciate true love? Suffering does not negate my presence. It reveals that my companionship is more profound than you realize. From ashes, I have sown new seeds within you, and out of your pain, a new hope will emerge, brilliant and lasting. You must understand that in the unseen realms, countless threats have been halted before they could ever affect you. You cannot measure the accidents averted, the dangers diverted, the snares dismantled. Unseen battles have been waged in heaven to keep your soul intact. That's why each day you live stands as a testament to the active work of divine love in your life. Recall that Psalm 34:7 proclaims, "The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and delivers them." You are not alone on this journey, and this protection makes you a living testament of unlimited grace. My beloved, there are times when you may feel your actions are minor and insignificant, but remember this: every act of kindness, every heartfelt prayer, every choice of love over bitterness resounds in eternity. You may not see it, but each righteous decision illumines the night like a beam of light, causing darkness to retreat. Do not underestimate humble choices, for they are the solid stones that pave your pathway to destiny. When you opt for forgiveness, you break unseen bonds. When you choose honesty, you construct a protective barrier around your spirit. When you choose gratitude, you open the floodgates for blessings to flow in. I see everything, and I rejoice every time you decide to walk in the light. Consider life as a river. There may be sharp turns with hidden obstacles, torrents that instill fear, yet also calm waters that reflect the sky. I do not guarantee only tranquil moments, but I promise you will never be swept away if you hold on to me tightly. I am the living water that satisfies your deepest longings, the rock that you can cling to in times of weakness. Trust that regardless of where you are on this journey, there will always be a hand extending to ensure your safety. My child, hear this for your encouragement. You are not a mere fluke of chance or a wanderer without purpose in the vast universe. From the very instant you were crafted within your mother's womb, I knew your name. I witnessed every drop of blood flowing through your veins and instilled within you a singular purpose that no one else can fulfill. The world may overlook you, and others may not grasp your essence, but I will never falter in my understanding of you. This is why my heavenly protection is not a random favor, but an essential component of my long-term intentions for you. Embrace this truth and let it elevate you each day. You are loved, you are safeguarded, and you are destined for a life of abundance. I want you to understand that divine protection serves not just to shield you from harm, but to lead you to a higher calling. Life transcends mere avoidance of pain. It is about growth and becoming a beacon of light in a dim world. I do not confine you within a glass enclosure, for then you would never uncover the strength I have placed within you. Rather than shield you from difficulties, I prefer to let you encounter them so that through this process, bravery can be cultivated. loyalty can emerge and trust can grow. Just like gold must endure the flames for purification, your spirit too must navigate hardships to radiate with everlasting luster. In every hardship, my presence has always been with you. I stay beside you, protecting and sustaining you at every turn. My treasured child, you often believe that the objective of life is to evade errors. However, I tell you this, it is through your missteps that wisdom blossoms within your soul. A child testing their legs cannot grow without many falls and recoveries. Similarly, you will grasp the essence of grace only when you acknowledge your own flaws. You will not appreciate the significance of forgiveness until you find yourself in need of it. The true depth of kindness will remain foreign until you experience it from me. Thus, do not carry shame in your weaknesses. Do not judge yourself harshly for your stumbles. These instances are gateways through which my love comes forth. Psalm 145:14 proclaims that the Lord supports all who falter and lifts those who are weighed down. This promise echoes even now. When you feel abandoned, know that heaven persists in working on your behalf. You may not perceive the unseen arrangements, yet they unfold with precision. A friend may unexpectedly reach out to check on you. An opportunity might arise exactly when it's needed, or an enlightening thought may cross your mind, preventing you from making a grave error. These occurrences are not mere coincidences. They represent the fulfillment of my promises and divine safeguarding. Open your faith's eyes, and you will observe that you are not wandering without direction, but rather guided purposefully in even the minutest details. Even as you feel trapped in monotonous cycles, understand that each step is taking you closer to the completeness I have envisioned for you. Do you grasp why I remain patient with you? It is because I perceive not only who you currently are, but also who you are evolving into. I see a person becoming more resilient, steady, and hopeful with each day. Within you, I observe the emergence of courage, compassion, and steadfast faith. Every time you decide to persist, even if it's one small step, you nurture and water those seeds, and eventually you will reflect back to see how what once seemed insignificant has developed into the very core of who you are today. My beloved child, do not allow the world to rob you of your authentic identity with deceitful claims of inadequacy or mediocrity. The reality is that you were made in the Creator's likeness, as stated in Genesis chapter 1:27. This signifies that within you resides beauty, worth, and creative power that mirrors Him. Despite the world's attempts to label you by superficial standards, I want you to understand that no human words can diminish the truth of your essence. You are so cherished that my only Son laid down His life to redeem you. This love is not a distant concept. It is the essence of every breath you draw. Stand tall with the certainty that you are not lost without purpose or inconsequential. You are a beacon in the darkness, a living testament that grace overcomes failure. Each day you continue to walk, you contribute to the magnificent symphony of heaven's design, and when you feel insignificant, remember that even a single beam of light can vanquish the night. You are that light in the location I have placed you. My cherished one, I want you to understand that life is not just a succession of duties, obligations, and habitual routines. Beneath the ordinary beats of life, invisible actions are molding your destiny. The reality your eyes behold is merely a facade of a grander scheme. Underneath, spiritual battles rage with dark forces attempting to seize your faith, joy, and tranquility. In contrast, there are heavenly plans where angels tirelessly strive to protect, guide, and remind you of your true identity. You cannot remain on the sidelines of this struggle, for your soul is the ultimate treasure sought by both light and darkness. You may have felt unsettling nudges when justifying harmful choices, a gentle voice encouraging you to change course when you're on a wrong path, or an overwhelming urge to do good when no one is observing. These are not fleeting whims. These are indications that heaven is prompting you. I desire for you to discern this direction, for without such discernment, you may easily fall into apathy. Apathy is the most perilous foe, as it leads you to exist, as if in a daze, squandering the precious days I have granted you. My beloved child, envision your soul as a garden. If you fail to sow good seeds, weeds will proliferate uninvited. But neglecting to nourish it with prayer and gratefulness will dry and crack the soil. If you do not nurture every root with truth, falsehoods will invade and take over. You cannot anticipate a flourishing garden if you leave it unattended daily. Likewise, your inner life cannot flourish if it is overrun by lifeless screens, negative words, or doubts that eat away at your spirit. You must consciously choose what to plant. Every prayer, every scripture you absorb, every small act of kindness serves as a seed sown. While you might not witness immediate results, trust that a harvest will undoubtedly arrive for whatever one sows, that they will also reap. Galatians 6:7. You should understand that my divine presence is not here to offer you comfort, but to awaken you. This awakening may initially unsettle you as it dismantles the protective layers you cling to. It is akin to stepping into cold water. The initial shock may cause you to shiver, yet once you adapt, vitality and strength will flow back into you. Allow this awakening to pull you from desolate places, helping you rediscover the wellspring of life that continuously flows within. As you begin to engage with this new reality, you'll observe detrimental habits losing their hold, toxic relationships fading, and positive desires revitalizing. My dear child, I do not intend for you to bear your burdens alone. The strength I provide does not stem from your struggle to rescue yourself, but arises from surrendering to me. When you pray, it is not to demonstrate your devotion, but to invite my presence into your heart. When you absorb my word, it is not to hoard knowledge, but for your spirit to find healing. When you express love, it is not for recognition, but to reflect my image. This is how you transform the garden of your soul into a place where life flourishes. Once your soul stands firm, you will notice that the world around you begins to shift as well. Remember, you are not on this journey by yourself. I have surrounded you with people, circumstances, and even angels to support you. You must open your eyes to recognize them, your heart to receive them, and your mouth to declare your faith. In doing so, you will see each small step become woven into a larger journey, with each correct choice forming a stone on the pathway of destiny. My beloved, realize that profound inner transformation does not always present itself with mighty roars or astonishing miracles as you might expect. More frequently, it unfolds quietly and gently, like dawn's light seeping through a window, dispelling the shadows of night. It is through these subtle and silent changes that you are reshaped day by day into the individual I envisioned from the outset. Do not scorn these unnoticed movements, for this is the manner in which I engrave eternal life into your heart. When you opt for love over resentment, forgiveness over bitterness, and prayer over evasion, you trigger a profound ripple in the unseen realm. I witness every small act and celebrate them as they open doors to new seasons in your life. The world frequently assesses human worth through accomplishments, titles, wealth, or notoriety. Yet I assert that genuine value does not reside in these transient entities, but in the soul. Your soul is a treasure beyond comparison to any silver or gold. Jesus once pondered, "What shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?" Mark 8:36. Because your soul carries everlasting worth. I am attentive to every detail, emotion, and decision in your life. I do not wish for you to trade eternal significance for surface-level gratification. I do not want you to forsake genuine joy for temporary delights or sacrifice peace that transcends understanding for human approval. It is essential to cultivate discernment in recognizing what originates from light and what is merely a cleverly disguised snare. You often assume that transformation will emerge solely from significant events, miraculous interventions, or extraordinary experiences. Yet I want you to acknowledge that the deepest changes typically arise from daily practices of small habits. A heartfelt prayer in the morning, a few scriptural verses recited, a note of gratitude expressed in weariness, or a thoughtful act toward a stranger. These are seeds you plant. Just as persistent drops of water eventually carve grooves in stone, so too will these faithful actions incrementally reshape your soul, making it tender, pure, and steadfast. I do not expect you to achieve perfection overnight. Yet I rejoice in each step of ongoing faithfulness, for I know they will culminate in an abundant harvest. My beloved, never forget that your transformation serves not only your own growth, but also impacts those observing you even in silence. When your inner light shines, it radiates hope to your family, friends, co-workers, and even passing strangers. A simple smile from you can ignite hope in the weary. Your words of encouragement may uplift a soul on the brink of despair. Your acts of kindness can serve as the lifeline pulling someone away from hopelessness. Never underestimate the power of your presence, for I have appointed you as a beacon to illuminate the dark, guiding many back to their paths. My cherished child, I am aware that there are times when exhaustion takes hold, leading you to question the worth of your labor. You ponder, do my sacrifices truly count? Are my prayers acknowledged? Remember this, not a single bead of perspiration is in vain. Not one prayer is overlooked, and every act of kindness holds significance. I perceive them all, weaving them together to create a grand tapestry of your life. Although the results may not yet be visible to you, hold on to hope, for the harvest will undoubtedly arrive. The assurance in Galatians 6:9 remains valid. Let's not falter in doing good, for at the right moment, we will reap the rewards if we maintain our resolve. Stand strong and do not allow challenges to unsettle you. I have endowed you with the fortitude necessary to withstand the tumultuous waves of this world. Do not fear when you find yourself swimming against the current, for in doing so, you radiate light. Cling tightly to your faith, as it is the key that unlocks doors. Rational thought cannot provide access, and remember that every time you choose to uphold the truth, heaven rejoices because you are fulfilling the very purpose I established for you from the very start. My child, it is essential for you to understand that genuine transformation is a journey, not a destination. You don't need to achieve flawlessness before you begin, for each small step you take today is already part of the evolution. I don't see your weaknesses as indicators of failure, but as signs of life proof that you are still being molded and progressing. Don't believe that your missteps signify a distance from me. For each time you return, my arms are wide open to embrace you. Keep in mind the assurance in 1 John 1:9. If we admit our wrongs, he is faithful and just to forgive us and wash away all unrighteousness. This implies that no error is too significant to obstruct my love, and no darkness is too deep to escape the brightness of my grace. Reflect back and realize that you have never walked this path alone. During moments when you believed you couldn't rise again, an extraordinary strength propelled you onward. When you thought all hope was lost, an unexpected door swung open. In your sorrowful moments, a flicker of hope emerged in your heart. None of these occurrences were random. They stood as evidence that I was always by your side, guiding your journey each day. Even during times you couldn't see, heaven was diligently working for you. Even in moments of silence, my voice continued to echo in the depths of your being. You must remember that everything you face serves a purpose. No grief is in vain, and no hardship is superfluous. I utilize them to shape you, readying you for a greater purpose. Consider Joseph in the scriptures, sold into slavery, wrongly accused, imprisoned, yet ultimately he rose to rescue a whole nation. Genesis 50:20. Without his arduous journey, Joseph would never have become the individual I intended. Likewise, your challenges are not meant to break you, but to strengthen you. They lay the groundwork upon which you will stand, equipping you to comfort and empower others in the future. I am aware that there remain unexplainable burdens in your heart, questions that haven't yet found clarity. But you do not need to grasp every explanation. What I seek from you is trust and surrender. When the way is unclear, let me guide you. When the future appears hidden, allow me to unfold it before you. As you stand hesitating at life's crossroads, know that I was already there anticipating your first move. Sometimes the silence you sense is not absence, but a call to delve deeper into trust. Allow your heart to rest in this assurance. I am faithful and will never leave unfinished work I have begun with you. My commitment to you remains constant. While you may change, I remain the same. Even if you turn away, I am still waiting. If you feel weak, I will uphold you. If you doubt, I will continually reveal my love for you. I do not love you because of your perfection. I love you because you belong to me. That identity can never be taken away from you. So let go of the weight of guilt. Cast aside the chains of shame and silencing lies that have held you captive for too long. Embrace freedom, for where my spirit flows, there is liberation. Corinthians 3:17. Rise with a revitalized faith. View your past not as a punishment, but as a mentor. Do not allow failures to define you. Let them empower you. Transform your wounds into powerful testimonies rather than shackles. I chose you not for your strength, but because my power is revealed in your frailty. Trust that you are not simply surviving, but emerging victorious, and with every step of faith you draw closer to the grand design I have laid out for you. My dear child, grasp that your spirit was never intended for mediocrity, but to embark on a sacred mission. You are not placed in this world just to exist or to pursue fleeting ambitions that disappear like grass in the field. You are called to be a light that reflects love and truth in a realm filled with deception and shadows. This doesn't mean you must achieve perfection instantly. Rather, it signifies that each step you take holds everlasting significance. When you share a smile with the brokenhearted, when you reach out to the vulnerable, when you stand resolute in honesty, even at a cost, you mirror my essence. Remember, Jesus proclaimed, "You are the light of the world." A city on a hill cannot hide. Matthew 5:14. This message is not solely for others. It is meant for you today. I understand there have been moments when you felt insignificant, questioning whether your contributions can truly create change. You wondered, is what I do substantial enough to make a difference? But let me tell you, even a small light can dispel darkness. A solitary candle can illuminate an entire space. You do not require fame, power, or public acknowledgement to fulfill your calling. You only need to be faithful with the little things, and I will amplify your influence in my designated time. Believe that every whispered prayer or unseen act of compassion possesses the potential to shift eternity. Just as the impoverished widow offered only 2 coins, yet Jesus commended her for giving more than everyone else because she contributed wholeheartedly. Luke 21:1-4. In the same vein, I want you to recognize that true value is not determined by size, but by sincerity and love. Look back along the road you've traveled. There were times when you believed you could not proceed any further, yet you persisted. There were nights filled with tears, but morning always found you ready to rise again. There were instances when you thought your prayers went unheard, yet assistance arrived precisely when it was needed. These are reminders that you have never been solitary in your journey. I walked with you then, and I am walking alongside you now. Cultivate the ability to look back with gratefulness, for gratitude will unveil the subtle miracles unfolding before you each day. When you express thanks, you will recognize that what appears ordinary is actually evidence of my unwavering love. Your breath, your daily sustenance, your loved ones. All these are blessings, and when you perceive them for what they are, you will no longer live as if impoverished, but as a steward of abundant grace. Remember, my child, faith does not equate to the absence of challenges, but represents the peace that remains resolute amid them. Faith is not about never shaking, but about persevering even while trembling. Faith does not require a complete view of the road ahead. Rather, it trusts that I precede you, holding your hand with each step. That is why I allow you to confront challenges greater than your own strength, so that you may learn to depend on mine instead. Consider Israel standing before the Red Sea. The enemy's relentless chase could not be eluded by them alone. However, when they chose to rely on me, the waters miraculously parted, carving out a passage. Exodus 14. Likewise, for you, those insurmountable walls that seem impossible to breach will become wide open doors once you place your trust in me. Always remember, you are an essential element of the masterpiece I am crafting. Every moment you exist, every decision you make contributes a unique brushstroke to that magnificent canvas. Occasionally, you may perceive chaotic patterns or dark hues, yet I discern the entirety of the creation gradually revealing its splendor. Be patient, trust, and continue on your path. As you faithfully take small steps, I will elevate the mundane to the remarkable, transforming your life into a living testament of unwavering love. My beloved, remember that the journey of faith was never intended for solitude. You are encompassed by a significant multitude of witnesses. As stated in Hebrews 12:1, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us cast off every burden and the sin that easily ensnares us, enabling us to run the race set before us with perseverance. You are not alone. You have my presence alongside the encouragement from those who have gone before, the support from angels, and the community of fellow believers. Do not view yourself as fighting this battle in isolation. In reality, all of heaven is rooting for you, motivating you to rise after every setback, and rejoicing when you choose to step into the light. There will be moments when you feel feeble, doubting your strength to continue. Remember, it is precisely in your weakness that my power is most vividly displayed. If you considered yourself strong enough, you would have no need for me, but by acknowledging your vulnerability, you open the door for me to act. As Paul testified, for when I am weak, then I am strong. 2 Corinthians 12:10. Do not fear your exhaustion, or feel ashamed of your shaking. These instances present me with the chance to showcase my power and grace. When you surrender your brokenness to me, I will establish it as the groundwork for healing. When you offer me your fragments, I will assemble them into something far more beautiful than what you had before. Do not assume I am only interested in the major decisions of your life. In reality, even the smallest details matter to me: how you treat those you love, how you maintain honesty in your work, and how you allow for moments of stillness. It is in these little things that faith is formed. Like a farmer who takes time to sow seeds, nurture the soil, and patiently await the harvest, you too must consistently cultivate goodness in each ordinary moment. A kind word today may provide comfort to someone years down the line. A seemingly minor right choice can redirect the entirety of a life. You might never fully grasp the ramifications of these small gestures, but I see and am orchestrating them to weave my larger plan for you, my child. I understand that you sometimes measure yourself against others, feeling inadequate, untalented, or weak. However, remember, you were never meant to be a duplicate of anyone. You were designed uniquely endowed with gifts, character, and a path distinct from anyone else. In striving to be someone you're not, you overlook the authentic purpose I ordained for you. I have implanted something in you that the world cannot replicate: your voice, your heart, your narrative. The world needs you because no one else can fulfill your role in the grand tapestry I am completing. My beloved child, learn to lift your gaze and look ahead, rather than continuously glancing back at the past. While the past may impart lessons, it must never define you. Yesterday's shortcomings cannot dictate tomorrow's victories. Earlier mistakes cannot shackle your future outcomes. Remember my promise. Behold, I make all things new. Revelation chapter 21. 5. If I crafted the heavens and the earth, can I not also rejuvenate your life? Have faith that a new chapter is unfolding, one more splendid than anything you have envisioned. All you need to do is persist in walking, trusting, and allowing me to guide you. My child, I want you to grasp that inner transformation is a lengthy process. It resembles a season of sowing. You cannot expect immediate fruit. You must exercise patience, believing that every seed buried in the soil will rise at the designated time. I am never rushed yet. I am always punctual. Often, you might grow impatient because of the lack of visible results. But in those quiet times, roots are delving deep in preparation for the forthcoming harvest. Do not lose heart when you see no fruit just yet. I have assured you that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him. Romans 8:28. Each faithful step you take contributes to the masterpiece that I am crafting for your life. I am aware that burdens linger, regrets from the past, self-doubt, and fears about what lies ahead. You may believe these define you, but I assure you they wield no power over you. The past cannot imprison your present once surrendered to me. Mistakes are no longer punishments, but testimonies. Wounds are no longer weights, but sources of solace for others. I transform ashes into beauty and tears into seeds of joy. As stated in Psalm 35, weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Have faith that a new dawn is perpetually near, regardless of how long the night may seem. Never forget I have bestowed upon you the gift of choice. This freedom is sacred, yet it also carries great responsibility. Every day you can choose truth over falsehood, light over darkness, forgiveness over bitterness. These choices shape your soul more profoundly than you can imagine. I will never coerce you because love cannot be forced. However, I will consistently invite you to walk the path of life or the path of death, just as it has been stated. I call upon the heavens and the earth as witnesses against you that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life. Deuteronomy 30:19. My child selects life because it leads to true freedom. Raise your head and acknowledge how far you have already journeyed. Too often you fixate on what remains undone, overlooking the path you have traversed. You rose from countless falls, continued on when your strength faded, and maintained your faith even when everything around you whispered doubt. That is no trivial feat. It signifies that my grace operates within you. I observe your perseverance and declare that no effort goes to waste. Each thread is woven into a narrative of hope, not only for you, but for those who will be influenced by your life. My beloved, recognize that your transformation serves as an invitation to others. When they witness you thriving in freedom, they will yearn for that same liberation. When they observe you standing firm amidst turmoil, they will seek the strength you embody. When they see you extending love even to those who have wronged you, they will understand, my love is genuine. You need not persuade anyone with arguments. Your life will be the testament. Let your light shine not for your recognition, but so that all may honor your Father in heaven. Matthew 5:16. This is the noble calling I have entrusted to you, to be a living witness to the world. I know there will be instances when you stumble again, when doubts resurface, and when you feel powerless. Yet I am not disheartened by this. My love is not contingent upon your perfection, but stems from my immutable nature. I will uplift you, call you by name, and guide you forward, much like the compassionate Father who welcomed the prodigal son. I will envelop you in my arms every time you return. You are never too distant for my love to reach, never too broken for my grace to mend, and never too insignificant for me to utilize for good. Paul, my child, I wish for you to recognize that some opportunities remain open for only a limited time, and you must be vigilant enough to step through them. I have prepared numerous chances, yet you have hesitated out of fear, distraction, or attachment to lesser things, thereby missing them. I do not condemn you. Rather, I want you to understand that hesitation can rob you of blessings. You were meant to walk in courage, not anxiety. I have bestowed upon you a spirit filled with strength, love, and self-discipline, as noted in 2 Timothy 1:7. This signifies that you possess all the necessary qualities to confront difficulties and the insight to differentiate between the paths I create and the pitfalls masked by the adversary. Never forget that a delay is not inherently negative. Sometimes I pause intentionally to equip you. However, there exists a significant distinction between waiting in faith and hesitating out of fear. Waiting in faith means maintaining your position firmly, even when nothing appears to be happening, while still believing that I am actively working. But in contrast, postponing due to fear involves recognizing what is right, but choosing to turn away, allowing your heart to become desensitized. My dear child, it is crucial to perceive this within your spirit, as every decision influences the outcome. I wish for you to live without regrets, embracing a bold path that enables you to declare that you remained faithful to your calling. My cherished child, I observe how frequently you seek complete security prior to making a move. It's vital to understand that true safety does not arise from possessing every answer, but rather from placing your trust in me. Like Abraham, who accepted his calling to depart from his homeland without certainty of his destination, yet obeyed as described in Hebrews 11:8, he became the father of numerous nations through his acts of faith. Similarly, you will seldom see the entire picture before you embark on your journey, but if you dare to step forward with faith, you will witness how I gradually illuminate your path, one step at a time. You don't need to envision the complete masterpiece. You merely have to accept my hand and navigate in the light I have granted you. I acknowledge your fears of making errors, selecting an incorrect route, or missing out on opportunities. Yet understand that even if you choose the wrong path, I'm capable of guiding you back. Like a father watching his child stray, I will seek you out, embrace you, and direct you home. Errors cannot derail the plans I have laid out for you as long as you are willing to return. Do not allow apprehension to immobilize you. While mistakes can find redemption, opportunities squandered due to fear are far more challenging to reclaim. Bear in mind that I can transform even intentions of harm into blessings, converting detours into stepping stones toward your destiny. Throughout every phase of your existence, I provide you with daily sustenance. Similar to the Israelites in the wilderness, who were unable to hoard provisions but received just what they required each day, as stated in Exodus 16, so too is it with you. I do not guarantee that you will have all the answers today, but I assure you that you will always possess enough for the present. Tomorrow, I will provide it again. True abundance is discovered not through accumulation, but by placing your trust in me. Learn to embrace the present, for today is designated for you to rejoice and celebrate. When you cease to dwell on the worries of tomorrow and commit to faithfulness in today, an inner peace will overflow. Do not forget that the door I open serves not only to usher you into blessings, but also to guide you out of situations that no longer serve you. Often you may hold on tightly to relationships, habits, or environments that drain your spirit, but releasing them is not an act of loss. It signifies freedom. Only by letting go can you make way for new possibilities. I have curated healthier relationships, greater opportunities, and nurturing environments for you, but if you cling to the past, the new will remain out of reach. I understand there are moments when you feel insignificant in the face of making an impact, but recall Nehemiah, who through daily faithfulness rebuilt the wall of Jerusalem brick by brick. Remember David, merely a shepherd boy who faced Goliath with faith and liberated an entire nation. Extraordinary strength isn't a prerequisite for being used by me. All you need is a willing heart. Present me with what you possess, and I will transform it into a miracle. Take courage and move through the door I open for you. Do not look back with feelings of regret or around in comparison. Focus your gaze steadfastly on me and continue forward. This door opens not just for you, but also for those whose lives will be enriched through yours. As you venture forth, blessings will flow from your life, reaching family, friends, and even strangers. Remember, you are not solely living for your own sake, but for a broader purpose, and the path I clear for you takes you deeper into that calling. My beloved knows that when I open a door, it doesn't promise a smooth journey ahead. Often it will be fraught with challenges, for only through trials does the treasure within you come to life. I do not pave the way for your comfort, but for your discovery of the strength I have embedded within you. Consider Israel. After the sea had parted, they did not instantly enter the promised land, but wandered through the wilderness. There their faith was tested, their hearts were refined, and their identities shaped. Likewise, the door I open may lead you into unfamiliar territory, but it is in such places that your spirit will strengthen. Do not be taken aback should you encounter challenges beyond that threshold that appear insurmountable. Those challenges will distinguish the curious from the truly committed. As you remain steadfast, I will provide the fortitude to endure. Just as Jesus fasted for 40 days in the wilderness before beginning his ministry, confronted with temptation but overcoming through the word, you must also hold fast to my word. Use it to combat doubts, standing firm when the world implies you cannot. The truth remains, if I chart the path, no force can impede it, but you must cling to my promises, for they are your armor in trying times. When you step through the door, remember that what I seek is not perfection but loyalty. I do not expect you to never stumble, but rather that you rise each time. I do not require you to grasp every detail, but rather that you entrust me with each step. As you persist, my wonders will manifest. Just as a seed must be buried in darkness before breaking the surface, so too must you endure phases of uncertainty before new life flourishes. And when you look back, you will realize that those very trials equipped you for a bountiful harvest. Do not measure your journey against another's. The door I create for you is distinctive, and no one can traverse it in your place. Each individual possesses their own timing, context, and purpose. Comparison will only deplete your energy and rob you of joy. Trust that my blueprint for you is good, designed specifically for your life, as Jeremiah 29:11 proclaims, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans for your welfare, not for calamity, plans to give you hope and a future." Do not feel compelled to pursue someone else's route. Just move in the rhythm I instill in your heart. Within that, you will discover freedom and peace that the world cannot provide. And remember this, what I accomplish through you is not only for your benefit but for those surrounding you. Every door you enter radiates light to others. Your family will be enriched, your friends uplifted, and even strangers will be impacted by your life. Never undervalue this influence. You are called not only to receive blessings but to become a blessing yourself. When you walk faithfully in your calling, you will be like a stream of water in the desert, a living testament that grace is genuine and love has the power to transform lives. Always remember that the door I open is never arbitrary. It has been part of my plan since before your existence. Every aspect of your life, including mistakes, wounds, and losses, has been intricately woven into this moment. Nothing is lost. Even the darkest times carry significance as they teach you to cherish the light. So move ahead with assurance, aware that you are precisely where I desire you to be, and no obstacle can deter you when you align with my will, my cherished child. When I open a door, recognize that this does not signify the end of a journey, but the commencement of a new one. Each door signifies another phase in my larger design, a point where I persist in molding you, instructing you, and guiding you onward. Do not assume that crossing through will instantly make everything perfect. In fact, new doors introduce fresh responsibilities, new hurdles, and new insights. But take comfort, for I will never permit anything to come your way that exceeds your capacity to bear. With every challenge, I also create a path for you to remain steadfast. You may often believe that only a significant miracle can shift everything. However, my desire is for you to understand that the genuine miracle lies not merely in instantaneous events, but in everyday faithfulness. A miracle occurs when you choose to rise after falling. A miracle happens when you let go of bitterness and embrace forgiveness. A miracle unfolds when you continue to pray despite not yet seeing the outcome. Such acts stir heaven more than you might imagine. Consider the widow who offered just 2 small coins. Her humble gesture became a testament of immense faith. Do not underestimate what appears ordinary, as it serves as the basis for transformation. As you pass through the door, you will encounter voices attempting to hold you back. Some will originate from external sources, doubt, criticism, and even ridicule. Others will echo within the familiar voices insisting you are unworthy, that failure awaits. But remember, no voice can define you apart from my words. Recall how Jesus responded to Satan in the wilderness. It is written. Matthew 4. Use my word as your weapon against every untruth. When you declare the truth, you will remain steadfast. Do not allow deception to overcome you. You are created in my image and called by my name. I am aware that at times you may yearn for the comfort of the known. The safe haven might feel cozy, albeit restricted, while the future seems expansive and unpredictable. Yet true life lies not behind you. It lies ahead. Israel yearned to return to Egypt when faced with difficulties in the wilderness, forgetting that their desired place was actually the home of bondage. Do not permit fear to steal your future. If I have opened the door, it signifies that I have equipped you with everything necessary to move through it. I am not beckoning you to retreat. I urge you to advance. Courage does not indicate the absence of fear. Rather, courage means to keep going even when anxiety grips your heart. As I instructed Joshua, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 9. This promise was not solely for him. It is meant for you today. You are not walking this path alone. I precede you to pave the way, stand beside you to support you, and follow behind you to guard you. Wherever you find yourself, I am present. Do not forget that your steps influence many others. When you remain steadfast, your family draws strength. When you uphold the truth, your friends find illumination. When you extend love to those who have never known my presence, your life begins to flourish. Your existence is not solely your own. It is a doorway through which many will perceive my love. You are a living message, a city on a hill, an unquenchable testimony. Thus proceed with the understanding that every small deed has eternal significance. When weariness sets in, remember that I have not summoned you to shoulder the burden alone. You may pause and find rest in my embrace. I am the source that rejuvenates your spirit. I provide strength to the weary and empower the faint. Isaiah 40:29. You need not strive on your own, for my grace suffices for you. Draw near, allow me to lift you up, and you will discover renewed vitality to carry on. The door I open for you is one of hope, not fear. It leads to life, freedom, and enduring joy. Though there may be tears, they will serve as seeds for a bountiful harvest. Trials may come, but they will pave the way to victory. Loss may occur, but what you let go will be multiplied. I assure you, no sacrifice you make will be in vain. All will be harnessed to showcase my glory and bring blessings into your life. My beloved, understand this: when you pass through the door of life, the adventure is just beginning. What you considered the final stop is merely the start of a larger, richer journey. Life is not a single finish line, but a continuum of seasons, and in each one I present you with lessons, blessings, and challenges to equip you. Do not assume that you have reached fullness after tasting success, nor despair when difficulties arise. For I proclaim, our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. 2 Corinthians chapter 4:17. This indicates that every challenge you face serves a purpose. It is interweaving a glory far beyond what your eyes can perceive. I understand your heart may sometimes murmur, I am too weak, too insignificant, not capable enough for such a calling. Yet it is in your weakness that my strength is perfected. I did not select you because you are without flaws. I chose you because of my love, and through you the world will perceive that true power originates from me, not from human ability. As Paul noted, we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. 2 Corinthians 4:7. Just like a clay pot, you too hold something invaluable within you: faith, love, and a powerful testimony. Allow that value to radiate, for it can offer hope to those lost in the shadows. My dear child, throughout your journey, you may experience feelings of insignificance. You might wonder, does anyone recognize my efforts? Do people see my silent tears? Yet I assure you, every small action matters to me. Even the simplest act, like offering a cup of water to the thirsty, will receive its reward. Matthew 10:42. A quiet prayer in the night is never in vain. A sincere decision made away from prying eyes brings me joy. Although the world might overlook these moments, they do not escape heaven's notice, and your reward originates not from mankind, but from me. Therefore, do not seek human validation, but aim to please me, the one who observes all done in secrecy. There will be times when your path may seem unclear. You might find yourself uncertain about whether to go left or right, or whether to press on or take a break. During these times, I don't expect you to have every solution. I ask that you seek me. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3:6. Approach me with a sincere heart, and you will discover guidance akin to a beacon piercing through darkness. At times, the illumination may not reveal an entire route, but just a single step. Paul. However, when you take that step in trust, the light will illuminate the subsequent path. This is how I teach you to build faith. My child, this journey serves not just for your personal development, but for a broader purpose. You have been chosen to be a testament where your words, actions, and very existence attest to my reality. This isn't solely about proclaiming on a platform. It's how you conduct yourself with patience, gratitude, and love that reflects my presence. When you choose forgiveness over vengeance, when you extend hope instead of despair, when you share blessings instead of hoarding them, you bear witness to me. The world craves authenticity, not more theories, and you are that authentic heart. Always remember you are not destined to walk this path alone. I have surrounded you with companions for your journey, teachings to guide you, and angels for protection. Embrace the community of faith as it offers support and encouragement, just as Psalm 133:1 proclaims how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. You cannot face struggles by yourself. However, when you operate in unity, you'll experience multiplied strength. Community is my blessing, so that in your moments of weakness, someone can uplift you. In times of discouragement, someone will encourage you. If you stumble, someone will help you get back on your feet. I have not summoned you to mediocrity, but to a life of purpose. You possess special gifts, abilities, and a voice unheard. The world longs to hear your voice as no one else can stand in your place. Do not undervalue yourself in comparison to others. You are not made to be a duplicate. You are called to thrive within the unique design I created for you. When you embrace that, your life will not only change you, but also inspire and transform others. My precious one, I want you to grasp that the exhaustion you feel is not your fate. You were designed to experience true rest in me, not to linger in stress and fatigue. I see your tired eyes from restless nights, your anxious thoughts filled with unaddressed questions, and your heavy heart burdened by the future. Remember, cast all your cares on him, for he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. This serves as more than just comfort. It's an invitation. You need not bear your burdens alone. When you surrender your cares to me, lasting relief awaits. That is my wish for your spirit. Some of your burdens stem from the expectations you impose on yourself, the need for perfection, the urge to control outcomes, the desire to please everyone. It is essential to understand such a feat is impossible. Even Jesus, during his time on earth, could not satisfy everyone as he sought to please the Father above all. Do not sacrifice your serenity for transient approval from others. I invite you to live for my favor rather than theirs. When you act, consider, does this honor the Father? If it does, then proceed in peace, regardless of the praise or critique from humans. Learn to decelerate and enter into tranquility with me. Rest is not a sign of laziness. It reflects wisdom. Just like a farmer must wait patiently after sowing seeds, knowing he cannot force the harvest, you too must discern when to move and when to find peace in stillness. If you never take a break, your soul may become exhausted, dulling your sensitivity to hear my voice. Recall what I said to Moses. My presence will go with you, and I will give you rest. Exodus 33:14. Genuine rest is uncovered solely in my company. The strength I wish to provide does not arise from relentless striving, but from our connection. When you stay rooted in me, you become like a branch attached to the vine. As Jesus proclaimed, "I am the vine, you are the branches." If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. John 1:5. This signifies that your strength, creativity, joy, and endurance stem not from your efforts, but from being anchored in me. Without me, you wither. Within me, you receive nourishment, and your spirit is enabled to conquer any challenge. Prepare your soul as a spiritual warrior. Do not dismiss small habits. They cultivate endurance. Each morning's prayer serves as training. Every moment of gratitude chosen over complaint is preparation. Each time you yield to virtue instead of temptation, you are training. When significant trials arise, you will discover yourself strong, for you are ready. Just as David confronted Goliath, not with weaponry, but with a faith honed while tending sheep from lions and bears, so you too are being prepared in mundane moments for extraordinary confrontations. Faithfulness in the little things has always equipped my children for triumph in the grand, so do not underestimate the daily trials. My cherished child, I know you have often heard voices that negate your worth. Sometimes they come from external criticism. Other times they resonate within due to painful memories. Yet I want you to gauge your value based on my words, not any other source. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. You were redeemed through the precious blood of my beloved Son, signifying your worth is immeasurable. Don't allow others to diminish this truth. Whenever self-doubt arises, proclaim my word, and you will feel strength renew within you. Remember, the breakthrough you're yearning for may be nearer than you realize. It doesn't always arrive in spectacular displays. It frequently approaches quietly. Remain steadfast in planting seeds, consistent in your prayers, and committed to righteous actions. One day, you will reflect back and see that every tear, every night of longing, every small act has collaborated to yield a bountiful harvest. I assure you that nothing is in vain. Galatians 6:9 reminds us, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." My beloved child, understand that your life is not meant to be lived solely for yourself. Each step you take, every decision you embrace, and every action you execute has an influence that extends far beyond your comprehension. When you walk in the light, an entire family may undergo transformation. Your faithfulness can inspire a whole generation. Clinging to truth might create a desire for it among those who have yet to believe in me. You are the salt of the earth and the light of the world. Matthew 5:13-14. This implies your presence has the power to alter environments, preserve life, and dispel darkness. Never doubt the impact I have placed within your life. I understand you often perceive yourself as too small, too feeble to effect real change, but remember, I do not require an army to alter the world. All I need is a willing heart. I once used a boy with 5 loaves and 2 fish to nourish thousands, John 6:9. Elijah's single prayer was enough to close the heavens for 3 years and reopen them in a day. James 5:17-18. I have chosen to use a woman who was broken at the well to lead an entire town to faith. John 4:39. Trust that I can work through you as well, regardless of how insignificant you may consider yourself. When you present what little you possess, I will transform it into a miraculous outcome for many. Understand this: when I assign a purpose to your life, I equip you with everything necessary to achieve it. You are not deficient, nor abandoned, nor required to seek strength from any outside source. All that you need has already been woven within you, ready to flourish. However, you must cultivate patience and stay committed, progressing step by step like a seed that carries an entire forest within, holding the potential for remarkable change. Let not disbelief overshadow that truth. I crafted you in your mother's womb. I know who you are. Every hair on your head has been counted by me. While the world may overlook your worth, I see it clearly, and I will unveil it in my perfect timing. I call upon you to be a sower. Do not wait for an extraordinary moment to act. Sow in the mundane instances, spread encouragement to someone who needs it. Share kindness at your workplace. Pray for a stranger. Each seed will sprout, perhaps not instantly, but certainly in its destined time. As Ecclesiastes 11:6 states, "Sow your seed in the morning and in the evening. Let your hands not be idle, for you do not know which will succeed, whether this or that, or whether both will do equally well." Plant the seeds and leave the results to me. Do not fret that your efforts are fruitless. I witness every tear, every sigh, every unrecognized sacrifice. Although you may believe nobody sees, heaven is aware, and your reward is well noted. By remaining steadfast in goodness, you are establishing a spiritual legacy for future generations. 4. Someday people will express gratitude to me for your perseverance, even if you never meet them. This is my way of interweaving every tiny fiber into a grand tapestry where each element holds significance. Live with a vision that transcends the immediate. Do not only focus on that which is visible, for it will eventually fade away. Set your gaze on the eternal, where your endeavors will not be in vain. As Colossians 3:2-24 reminds us, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. Allow this viewpoint to influence everything you undertake. You are not merely laboring for the present, you are planting seeds for eternity. With this understanding, every job becomes sacred, and each responsibility becomes an act of worship. Embrace the certainty that your life possesses extraordinary value. I designed you to be a beacon of light, to revive the weary, to serve as salt against decay for the world. You are a tool in my service. Do not accept the falsehoods that suggest your existence is inconsequential. You exist for a purpose. You have a mission to accomplish. You carry within you a light that deserves to shine. Move ahead, sow the seeds, illuminate the darkness, and let your life stand as a testament to my faithfulness, demonstrating that my love can change the world. My cherished child, I aim for you to recognize that you are entering a new chapter where nothing will mirror the past. My preparations for you have been to prevent a return to former times, enabling you instead to advance. For years, the perception of darkness, drought, and storms has enveloped you, yet all these experiences have had purpose. These challenges molded you not to break you, but to deepen the roots of your faith, teaching you to hold on to me in all circumstances. Just like trees extend their roots deeper during droughts, your spirit has been fortified through the fiercest trials. Now I proclaim a season of restoration. A phase of renewal has commenced. Recall the tears you shed through those night-long struggles. You believed those tears fell without reason, yet they became seeds buried in the earth, as Psalm 126:5 notes. Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy. Can you see it now? Those tears signified your faith, your determination, your unwavering spirit, and they were far from wasted. I have collected every tear heard, every sigh, and transformed them into streams that will nourish the forthcoming harvest. When this new season emerges, joy will abound, and you will come to know that none of your pain was purposeless. The arrival of this new season does not imply the absence of challenges, but it signifies that you will confront them with a rejuvenated spirit. In the past, you faced obstacles with dread. Now you will recognize them as chances to witness my might. Previously, storms instilled despair within you. Now they will serve as reminders that I am alongside you in the journey. Earlier unanswered petitions left you disheartened. Now you will move forward, knowing that my work transcends human time and understanding. You will comprehend that genuine renewal does not depend on changes in your environment, but is rather about transforming your heart. With a renewed mind, peace that surpasses all understanding will become yours, and you will no longer be burdened by anxiety, but will walk liberated in my love. Through every experience, I have been preparing you. You might feel you've lost much, but in reality, you have gained patience, humility, inner strength, and an unwavering faith. Previous wounds have turned into shining scars, bearers of my faithfulness. Times of anticipated collapse have transformed into lessons that now support your resilience. Days of frailty have shown you that true strength comes from me, not from your own will. If you reflect on the past, you will see not failure, but preparation. I do not lead you into new seasons until you are ready, and now all awaits your next step. I understand you may still have doubts. Am I equipped to navigate this journey? Am I strong enough for what lies ahead? But dear child, you don't need the complete blueprint because I have already paved the way for you. I have prepared the route, organized the individuals you will encounter, allocated the resources you will require, and opened the doors you need to cross. All you must do is remain faithful, taking one step at a time. Just as Israel received daily manna during their wilderness wanderings, so too will you receive the grace necessary for each day. Tomorrow's needs will arrive when needed. Do not bear the weight of a year's concerns on your back. Embrace the present day I have granted you. Shao. Trust this. The future is designed not for anxiety, but for abundance. I assure you I came to offer you life and a life overflowing. John 10:10. This does not imply an absence of hardships, yet even amidst struggles, you will discover peace, joy, and fulfillment. I don't guarantee the elimination of every storm, but I promise the strength to navigate through them unscathed. I do not say every tear will vanish, but I will wipe them away and convert them into testimonies of my glory. In this fresh season, you will see more clearly than ever that I am your source, your solid foundation, and the keeper of your future. My dear, understand that in this new season, you are not simply meant to endure, but to live fully, vibrantly, and with purpose. I have witnessed you merely existing to scrape by, doing the least necessary to survive the day, holding yourself together to avoid breaking down. However, I did not create you solely to endure. I created you to triumph. You are meant to rise as a spiritual warrior, running the race set before you with faith and perseverance. As Paul once said, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. 2 Timothy 4:7. You are not only meant to start, but also to complete your journey, and upon completion you will create a spiritual inheritance that will uplift and empower those who come after you. My dear child, I remind you that the secret to unlocking blessings lies in perseverance. Many abandon their paths just before the miracle manifests due to a lack of patience. However, Keep in mind that my promises are never overdue. They arrive precisely on time. What you perceive as a delay is not neglect, but a period of preparation. Just as a seed must be buried before flourishing, the promises I have made to you require time to reach fruition. Be patient. Do not lose heart, and do not allow silence to mislead you into thinking that I am not at work. In the quiet moments, I am orchestrating everything, and in due time you will witness the realization of the promise. Learn to perceive life through the lens of faith rather than through mere sight. With physical sight, you may encounter challenges, restrictions, and unfairness. Yet through the eyes of faith, you will uncover possibilities, grace, and direction. Faith does not entail ignoring reality, but viewing it through my perspective. When Goliath loomed in front of the Israelites, all they saw was a colossal foe that seemed unbeatable, while David recognized a target too significant to miss because of his faith in me. You too should aspire to view every circumstance with the conviction that I can transform all situations for your benefit. Never forget that being faithful in minor matters is essential for me to confide greater responsibilities to you. You might perceive a daily prayer as trivial, forgiving someone as insignificant, or aiding a stranger as small, but I declare, whoever can be trusted with little can also be trusted with much. Luke 16:10. I evaluate you in the smallest aspects to prepare you for larger roles. Remain steadfast in the everyday details, and you will witness greater opportunities unfolding before you. I urge you to recognize that true strength does not stem from the exertion of your own effort, but rather from the trust you place in me. Depending on your human strength will soon lead to exhaustion. Conversely, when you depend on me, you will encounter a limitless source of energy, as Isaiah 40:31 assures, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Do you understand? The distinction lies not in the situations, but in the foundation of your hope. Allow me to be your strength, and you will conquer what once appeared insurmountable. Do not fear your weaknesses. It is precisely in those moments that my strength shines the brightest. If you perceive yourself as self-sufficient, you will feel no need for me. However, when you acknowledge your vulnerabilities, that is when I unleash my might, just as Paul stated, "For when I am weak, then I am strong." In Corinthians chapter 1:10, let your frailties become the gateway for my grace to pour forth. Present your brokenness, and I will transform it into confirmation of healing. Surrender your shortcomings, and I will illuminate them as places where my glory can manifest. Stand firm, for this time is a season of fortification. I will not allow you to walk this path in solitude. I surround you with supportive individuals, uplifting words that will inspire you, and angels assigned to protect you. You are not battling alone. Open your heart to the community of faith, and trust your burdens to the brothers and sisters journeying alongside you. When you are weak, they will elevate you. When you are tired, they will intercede for you. When you falter, they will extend their hands to assist. This is how I operate through unity, ensuring you are never forsaken. My beloved, always bear in mind that every journey, no matter how lengthy, has a conclusion and a significant purpose. Your life is not composed of meaningless days, but a voyage with a distinct direction. Even when your vision is unclear, I hold a full view. When you struggle to understand, I already comprehend. Even in moments of doubt, I have paved the way ahead. Your only requirement is to keep trusting. Do not feel that you must have all the answers prior to advancing. Learn from Abraham, who obeyed and ventured forth without knowing his destination. Hebrews chapter 11:8. Faith involves not having a complete understanding from the outset, but trusting that I will guide you each step of the way. When you look back, you will discover that every footprint has led you to the exact place I envisioned. As you approach the final phase of this journey, I want you to grasp a vital lesson: total obedience. You may pray, sing praises, or engage in numerous good deeds, but without obedience, you cannot genuinely experience my will. Obedience is not a burden. It is the gateway to peace. When you relinquish control and declare your will be done, you will uncover a new strength flooding in. I do not compel you, but extend an invitation. Recall that Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane prayed, "Yet not as I will, but as you will." Matthew 26:39. This encapsulated the essence of obedience, and through that act, salvation was brought to humanity. I recognize that obedience can be challenging. It calls for self-denial, the release of your plans, and the courage to entrust your future to me. But have faith that no one has ever regretted yielding to my will. Each time you choose my desires over your own, you draw nearer to true liberation. Each time you place me at the core, you will witness doors open. And with every release of what you consider paramount, you will gain something far superior. Obedience is the testament of love. If you love me, you will observe my commands. John 1:4-5. By adhering to my commands, you will find such intimacy with my presence that all your fears will diminish. This journey is not solely for your benefit. It extends to the generations to come. Each action you take today creates a legacy for those who follow. By nurturing faith, you plant seeds for your heirs. Your steadfastness paves the way for those who come behind you to receive blessings. Living with integrity establishes the groundwork for an enduring legacy. Do not assume that your efforts are confined to the present. They resonate into the future, influencing many lives. Just as Abraham received blessings not just for himself, but to be a source of blessings to all nations. Genesis chapter 12:2-3. You too are chosen to be a conduit of blessing beyond your own existence. Let me remind you that the conclusion you perceive is actually a new beginning. With every ending, a new door opens. As one season concludes, another dawns. When you bid farewell to one chapter, a new one awaits. Embrace change without fear, for I am the one who makes everything anew. Revelation 21:5. Approach life with an open heart and a forward-looking perspective. Avoid clinging to the past, for in doing so, you may overlook the fresh opportunities I am presenting. Be prepared, as what I have in store is always richer, deeper, and more beautiful. Let gratitude be the resonant chord of this journey. When you are grateful, your vision will be enlightened to perceive miracles in the mundane. Gratitude shields your heart from bitterness. When you are thankful, joy will abound irrespective of your circumstances. As this season draws to a close, approach it not with complaint, but with gratitude, for I have been alongside you from the very start to the finish, and I will accompany you in all the upcoming seasons. Remember, express thanks in every circumstance, for this aligns with God's will for you in Christ Jesus. 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Thanksgiving will unlock the next chapter of your journey. Beloved child, advance with assurance, for I am with you. Close off the past with forgiveness. Nurture the present with faithfulness, and gaze toward the future with hope. You are not isolated. You have not been forsaken. You are my cherished child, selected, called, and equipped for a remarkable purpose. Stand resilient, for your journey does not culminate here. This is simply one chapter, and the upcoming one will shine even brighter. Trust, comply, and cultivate gratitude, and you will witness my glory enveloping your life now and forever. My cherished child, it is important for you to recognize that the forthcoming season I am ushering in for you is not just a superficial change of circumstances. It is a profound renewal that penetrates the very essence of your spiritual being. For years, you have allowed failures, limitations, and the erroneous labels others have imposed upon you to shape your identity. You viewed yourself as defeated, abandoned, and inadequate to stand in my presence. But now I come to strip away every false title and to declare the truth: you are no longer shackled by the past. Rather, you have become a new creation in Christ. As stated in my word, 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Can you see it, dear child? This new identity is not a temporary disguise, but a fundamental essence imparted to you, interwoven into every breath and each step you take. In previous days, you permitted fear and shame to define your being. You assessed old wounds and assumed they dictated your worth. You absorbed words of rejection and criticism as truths taking root in your heart. But my child, I declare that these influences no longer hold sway over you. When my son suffered crucifixion, he bore every curse, every scar, and every shame that burdened you. And when he declared, "It is finished," John 1:9-30 marked the beginning of true freedom. The former identity was nailed to the cross, and you were resurrected into a new identity, beloved, chosen, destined for greatness. Never again permit the echoes of the past to silence my voice in your present. Do not let painful memories overshadow the reality that you now stand in a victorious position. You may inquire how you can be assured of your renewal. How can you trust that the sins and missteps that once clung to you have been taken away? Reflect on how I have guided you. Each time you faltered, I lifted you. Each time you strayed, I waited. Each moment you wept in darkness, I provided a glimmer of light to illuminate your path. None of this was coincidental. It serves as proof that my love transcends any depth of sin. You are not characterized by your failures, but by my unwavering love, which forms the bedrock of your renewed identity. I want you to cease viewing yourself through a lens of weakness and instead perceive yourself through a lens of grace. It is not determined by who you are, but by who I am within you. This understanding is pivotal as you step into this new season. Picture yourself as a seed once buried in darkness. For an extended period, nothing was visible. Even you believed you had vanished. Yet this was the season of germination, a time when I was at work in the quietude. The tears you shed nourished that seed. The prayers you murmured in solitude were initial rays of light. And now that seed has awakened, burst forth through the soil, transforming into a vibrant, flourishing plant. You are no longer the seed hidden beneath the earth. You stand as a young tree rooted in the light. To renew your identity is not merely to relabel, but to bring forth new life from within. Trust this journey, for it is my craftsmanship within your life. Beloved child, I recognize that you have often measured your worth against others. You gazed at their achievements and felt inferior, believing you could never measure up. But hear me when I say you were not fashioned to replicate anyone else. You are made in my likeness, exceptional and distinctive. Within you reside attributes, gifts, and potential that are entirely yours. If you continue pursuing another's image, you will forfeit the richness of the identity I crafted for you. Remember, David did not don Saul's armor to confront Goliath. He relied solely on his own staff and a few stone elements he was comfortable with. I utilized those very tools to bring him triumph. Similarly, you do not need to mimic anyone. Simply embrace the authentic identity I have bestowed upon you. I will take what seems insignificant and transform it into something magnificent. Renewal signifies that while you may still encounter weakness, it will no longer be what defines your essence. Temptations may still arise, and you might falter occasionally, yet now you carry the knowledge of your true belonging. No longer do you drift aimlessly through shadows. You possess a rightful place in the light. Each time you seek solace, you find restoration, and every invocation of my name grants you strength. Within you dwells my presence, the undeniable proof of your renewal. Let this newfound identity influence your self-perception, your approach to challenges, and your journey through life. You are liberated from the shackles of captivity, transformed into a child of the Almighty who liberates. You are no longer weak and insignificant. Instead, you embody the role of a warrior within my realm. You are not an outsider anymore, but an heir to the Spirit's everlasting legacy. My child, be discerning with your language and your thoughts, as they possess the power to either affirm or undermine the identity I have granted you. If you persistently declare, "I am weak, I am helpless, I am not enough," those declarations will bind you as chains. Conversely, if you proclaim the truth, "I am a cherished child of God, I am forgiven, I am renewed," then those affirmations will nurture faith and secure your genuine identity. As noted in Proverbs 18:21, the power of life and death resides in your words. Choose to speak life to affirm the truth so that your identity may take deeper root and flourish abundantly. Always remember, this new identity is both a gift and a duty. You have been renewed not for the sake of boasting, but to serve as a witness. As individuals observe your transformation from fearfulness to bravery, from hopelessness to optimism, from frailty to strength, they will recognize my divine power at work. Your renewed identity serves as a living testimony, illuminating the darkness. Let your existence reflect my light, guiding many others closer to me. This is the essence of renewal for your benefit, and so that through you, many others might experience renewal as well. Beloved, starting today, carry yourself as one transformed. Hold your head high, for shame no longer binds you. Exhibit strength as you are no longer constrained by your failures. Celebrate, for the darkness no longer encompasses you. Embrace freedom, for you have been forgiven and are profoundly loved. With each new dawn, remind yourself, I am a new creation. I dwell in the embrace of the Father. I navigate through grace and truth. By living in this manner, every stride of yours will serve as a testament to the reality that a new season has truly commenced. My dear child, as I usher you into this new chapter, my desire extends beyond merely renewing your identity. I wish for you to grasp the responsibilities and the commissioning that accompany it. This phase is not simply for you to repose and bask in blessings, but rather for you to act as an instrument in my kingdom's work. You are not only meant to endure, but also to impart life to others. I redeemed you not just for your safety, but to empower you as light and salt within the world. Remember, a lit candle does not merely illuminate itself, it brightens the entire space. The same applies to you. You are called to spread my light in the areas still immersed in darkness. For years, I have quietly trained you not to waste your time, but to prepare you. The tears you've shed, the perseverance in your prayers, the seemingly purposeless seasons, these have formed the bedrock for your forthcoming mission. Do not believe that past years were just periods of waiting. They were years of planting seeds, and now the time for harvest has come.
Y'all, you have learned to obey, to trust, and to persevere.
Now I tell you that your acquired lessons will serve as your tools and resources for this new chapter. Your mission does not stem from perfection. It begins with a heart willing to serve. I am not searching for those who appear robust in worldly eyes. I seek those who will affirm, "Here am I. Lord, send me." You will discover that your commissioning unfolds not solely in distant lands, but also amidst your family, workplace, and community. There is no need to await an opportunity on a stage or before a large crowd to fulfill your calling. Each conversation, every small deed, every earnest prayer forms part of your entrusted mission. When you comfort a grieving individual, you reveal my heart. When you pardon someone who has hurt you, your life speaks the gospel. By staying devoted to small tasks, you contribute to the growth of my kingdom. Do not underestimate small deeds. In my hands, even the tiniest offerings can lead to miracles. Just as 5 loaves and 2 fish were transformed into sustenance for thousands upon being surrendered, so too will what you give to me yield life for many. Beloved child, in this new season, your role also encompasses being a sower. Each prayer you utter serves as a seed. Every loving act, encouraging word, and quiet sacrifice plants seeds in others' hearts. You may not see the immediate harvest, but I assure you that faith-sown seeds will eventually bear fruit. As noted in Galatians 6:9, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up." Remain steadfast in sowing, for the Spirit's harvest is approaching, and your faithfulness will lead to many being saved. Do not underestimate the significance of your contributions. A seed may appear trivial, but when it grows, it has the potential to become a mighty tree where birds find refuge. Your role is to sow. Mine is to nurture and reap the harvest. Be prepared as my child to venture outside your comfort zones. There will be moments when I call upon you to embark on unexpected journeys to engage with those you did not foresee. Yet bear in mind, no calling will surpass my grace. When I summoned Moses, he hesitated, fearing his speech. When I called Jeremiah, he claimed youth as an obstacle. My reassurance to them was, "I will be with you." That promise echoes for you as well. You need not master every skill before advancing. Merely trust that I will provide all you need on your journey. Your duty lies in obedience. Mine is the support and direction. In your mission, I urge you to be a builder, not a destroyer, to offer healing, not harm, to sow optimism, not fear. The world is riddled with criticism, judgment, and hopelessness, but you are called to embody a spirit of hope. Let your words uplift your actions, restore, and your presence foster peace. When you enter a space, I want the atmosphere to transform. When you encounter someone shattered, let your hand extend in compassion. This commissioning is not just a temporary role, but a lifelong pathway. You are not merely called to carry out specific tasks. You are intended to be a conduit through which my love and grace consistently flow. In this new phase, your responsibility also necessitates safeguarding holiness. You cannot serve effectively if you allow yourself to be tainted by impurity. I do not demand flawless perfection by societal measures, but I do call you to be dedicated to me. Just as temple vessels were reserved for sanctified purposes, your life should be wholly committed to me. Do not let temptations divert you from your mission. Each time you resist temptation, you solidify your position in this calling. Each act of obedience brings you closer to the fullness of my design. The calling is intertwined with holiness, and holiness stands as a shield to guard against the enemy's schemes. Child, always remember the paramount duty within your commissioning is love. It is meaningless to prophesy, perform wonders, or preach to multitudes if love is absent. In 1 Corinthians 13, 1-3, it articulates, "If I speak in the tongues of men and angels but lack love, I am merely a noisy cymbal. Even if I possess prophetic gifts, understand all mysteries and knowledge, or have faith that can shift mountains without love, I am nothing. If I give all I own to the needy and surrender my own body but have no love, I gain nothing. I have not sent you solely for the sake of doing. Above all, I have sent you to love. Love me with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." Love is the essence, the source, and the truest indication of your commissioning. When love is present, others will see you as my follower. It is the common language that every spirit comprehends, and it also serves as the most potent shield against evil. My cherished one, this new season brings with it both honor and duty. It is not meant to overwhelm you, but rather to offer a chance to take part in my everlasting purpose. You are not journeying alone. My spirit will empower you. My angels will support you, and the community of believers will accompany you. All that I ask is for you to be ready to affirm with a yes, and to take a step forward. As you follow this call, you will witness wonders not due to your own strength, but because of my unwavering faithfulness. Your role is not to create results, but to stay committed in your endeavors. The outcomes are mine, and I assure you they will exceed all you can envision. Thus, my dear, rise with an open heart in this newly begun season. Be alert to the harvest fields that are already abundant. Listen closely to the pleas of those who are lost. Embrace the chance to be a vessel of grace. You have been chosen to be a light not hidden away under a basket, not obscured beneath a bed, but elevated on a stand to shine for all who dwell within your home. Matthew 5:15. People do not light a lamp and place it under a bowl. Instead, they set it on a stand, lighting up the entire household. Your mission is no longer a distant dream. It is a current reality. Step forth eagerly, for the new season has arrived, and I am calling forth those who are prepared to respond. My beloved, I need you to understand that each step you take today ripples into the future and impacts generations yet to come. You may perceive small actions and quiet decisions as fleeting, yet they truly resonate through time. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. My promises extend beyond a single age to touch entire bloodlines. When Abraham responded with faith and departed his homeland following my guidance, he not only gained a personal blessing, but also kindled a stream of blessings for his descendants eternally. In the same way, your commitment today lays the groundwork for a spiritual heritage for your family. You might consider your life insignificant, feeling unworthy to leave a mark for those who will follow. But my child, genuine legacy is not defined by wealth, renown, or grand achievements. It is faith shared across generations, prayers that echo through time, and unwavering witness, even amidst hardships. When you kneel to pray for your children, those prayers become a protective shield for them. When you model integrity in your life, future generations are inspired to pursue truth. When you share love, that love flows through the lineage, touching hearts, even of those who will never meet you in person. Legacy is rooted not in your possessions, but in what you cultivate, and the seeds of the Spirit yield fruit that often exceeds what can be seen. My child, I want you to remember that Scripture has warned about the pitfalls of a generation that strays from my teachings. After Joshua and his contemporaries had died, a new generation arose that did not recognize the Lord or acknowledge his deeds for Israel. Judges 2-10. Consequently, moral decay and downfall infiltrated the people. This serves as a caution for every generation. Faith unpassed will fade away. You cannot permit this to occur within your family. Your duty goes beyond merely living out faith. It is to ensure it is passed on. Never assume your children will know me instinctively. They require guidance they need to hear, and they must see faith exemplified in their lives. You are my initial messenger in your household. The legacy I wish for you to cultivate is not solely for your descendants, but also for the larger community. Observe your surroundings. Young individuals are yearning for guidance, souls are lost and seeking clarity, and emerging generations require nurturing. You are called to be a spreader of hope, to uplift them, remain steadfast, and show them how to embrace truth. Recall Timothy, the young man who became an invaluable servant thanks to the diligent faith sowed into him from an early age by his grandmother Lois and mother Eunice, 2 Timothy 1:5. In a similar manner, you can become a beacon of inspiration and exemplify virtue for a generation you might not have envisioned influencing. Your prayers may support a weary heart, and your teachings may pave the way for a young soul to find their calling. My child, I wish for you to perceive the wider picture. A faithful today makes you part of an eternal tapestry. I regard you not merely as an individual, but as an integral piece of my grand design. Like the cornerstone in a structure, you may seem minor, yet without it, everything else cannot stand. You are that essential cornerstone shaping a new generation. Every word you utter, every action you undertake, every choice you make contributes to building this legacy. Always recognize the significance of faithfulness. Your unwavering commitment will serve as a bold testament for those who follow, affirming that I am faithful through every age. Beloved, your spiritual legacy is recorded in both your triumphs and tribulations. The scars you bear are not identifiers of defeat, but testimonies of rescue and healing. When you recount these experiences to the next generation, they will grasp that God never forsakes His children. It is your authentic stories, the lessons learned at a cost, and personal testimonies that resonate deeper than any sermon could. Do not hesitate to share with your children and grandchildren that there were times of weakness for you, yet God became your strength. That fear once gripped you, yet He gave you peace. That you faced need, and He provided. These narratives will shine brightly as guiding lights for those who come after. My dear child, remember that legacy is established not just in spoken words, but through the atmosphere you cultivate. A home filled with prayer invites my presence to dwell. Lifting up your meals with gratitude teaches future generations the importance of thankfulness. Resolving conflicts through forgiveness instills in your children the true power of love. The spiritual environment of a family plants invisible seeds into young hearts. You may not pass down material wealth, but if you leave behind a home rich in my presence, that is an inheritance of undeniable value. I understand there are times of doubt. Can my actions genuinely impact a generation? Do my small deeds hold lasting significance? My child, do not be afraid. I proclaim that your faithfulness will yield results. Just as a mustard seed transforms into a large tree, your small acts of faithfulness will produce abundant fruit. My promise is unwavering, but from everlasting to everlasting, the Lord's unwavering love is with those who revere Him, and His righteousness is with their descendants. Psalm 103:17. Can you see the blessings extend beyond you, reaching your descendants and potentially impacting generations yet to come? Keep in mind that building a legacy involves patience. Just as a gardener does not see fruit instantaneously, so too does a spiritual legacy require time to grow and flourish. You may not immediately witness transformation in younger generations, but do not become weary. Each prayer, Every act of love and action of faithfulness is recorded in the heavens. In time, you will witness the harvest not only in this life, but for eternity. I guarantee that your labor in the Lord is never in vain. 1 Corinthians 15:58. The legacy you establish will continue to yield blessings long after you transition into eternity. My beloved child lives with an outlook that transcends this one lifetime. Be inspired by Abraham, who did not see every promise fulfilled during his earthly journey, yet steadfastly believed and waited in faith. Plant seeds confident that the next generation will one day reap the rewards. Be faithful today as your life affects not just you, but those who follow in your footsteps. Your legacy will touch not only your family, but will also resonate throughout the community, the nation, and even into the nations of the world. When you ultimately stand before my throne on that final day, you will see multitudes whose lives were transformed due to your faithfulness. Thank you for receiving today's message. Please subscribe and enable notifications so we can continue to embrace the living words together, cultivate an unshakable faith, and walk in the limitless love of the Lord. Amen.